let's see if everything is doing fine here.
You're fine with me?
Yes, Orphan Tulip?
It's just that you never touch me.
Well, yeah, that's changing starting today, Orphan Tulip.
Oh, I feel it just fine.
Okay, everybody, if you could hear me clearly, press F in the chat. And while I wait for your response, I'll welcome everybody who's here so far. And I see a fantastic, rowdy retro reviewer. Welcome. Yes, Labor Day is tomorrow. And we got Daniel. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Let's see who else do we have here. We got Albar 3000, who's working on some new episodes of Girls vs. Aliens while joining the stream. That's great. And Waffle Block Productions, awesome. And Ethan, nice to see you too. And Deidre, good afternoon. Well, technically it's evening where I'm at, so I think might be afternoon where you are. But yes, good day to you too, Deidre. And Fran, nice to see you. And the Spuns Boy, yes, yes, I definitely am aware of the original voice of Harley Quinn, Arlene Sorkin, and Bob Baker passing away. I know I was disappointed when I heard those news. And yes, Bob Baker did make some guest appearances and on some cartoons and even in Happy Gilmore. Yes. Rest in peace to everybody, and also a Studio Ghibli background artist, Neizo Yamamoto has passed away as too. Yes. And let's see. General Kara's here. Yes, welcome. Nice to see you here. And as I hope you are excited to see me finish up your requests. And Plus Blue EP, yes, we are gonna be rockin' and rollin'. Oh, yes, it's pronounced Barker. Yes, sorry, not Baker, it's Barker. Yes, thank you, Spuns Boy. Yes, how's everybody doing? Pretty good. Yes, I'm feeling pretty good as well. And if you don't mind, I have some soup with me at the moment that I'm gonna be eating as I catch up with what's going on with you guys, considering that it is going to be the end of summer vacation, with it being Labor Day weekend. And let's see. Deidre's accent. If I still have her Mordecai and Rigby requests after weeks. Once again, I might be doing leftovers of the requests that were left in that community post when it's closer to Card Network's 31st anniversary in October. And yes, I definitely would consider doing a Mordecai and Rigby for you, since I love those guys too. Okay, so I feel like it's about time that we get things started. Oh, hang on, just some more things. Let's see. Puss Boo is saying that things are doing good for him. He's finishing a special art piece for Joanna Davidovich's birthday this year, featuring me and also Deidre Barnell. That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. Oh, and Fran's birthday is gonna be on the 15th too. Awesome. And just in case I forget to wish you a happy birthday then, happy early birthday to you, Fran. And Jason's here. Welcome. Yes. So like I was saying, this stream is to finish up the Eris request that General Kara made, since it was voted. Although I'll admit, when I look back at that poll, I saw that Samurai Jack was able to beat Eris by like 1% more. So if you like, if I have time, after I do Eris, I could probably finish up Samurai Jack 2. We'll just wait and see. But, oh, and Waffle Block's accent. Does anybody here like the Brat Show? Yes, I love it. It's the most underrated Cartoon Network original series for sure. Did I say Cartoon Network? No, Adult Swim. Yeah, I think I said Cartoon Network, not Adult Swim, but yes, it is the most underrated Adult Swim series in my opinion, and a great example of taking a comic relief character and giving him his own show. It's kind of like the Patrick Star show done better, honestly, like when I think about it. Okay. So yeah, plus Blue, in case I forgot to mention, I can't wait to see your birthday drawn for Joanna. I know you're as big a fan for her as I am. So yes, I feel like we should get things started here. Let me see. Okay, just the wall. Okay, here we go. Yes, so we have the rough sketch of Eris that was drawn during that original Cartoon Network Studios request stream. Sorry, just waiting for this thing to load and cooperate with me. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's finish loading. So I'm gonna do as I always like to do. Lock the sketch layer and lower the opacity and create the cleanup layer. Okay. That's still acting wacky. Hang on. Plus Bruce saying that I am out of sync. Let me see if I can fix that. In just a little bit. Oh, and going back to the Brat Show, Waffle Block is saying that they're making an OC sees a purple and blue bunny / gator alien. Cool, I'd like to see that. And yeah, Albert Free Fountain saying that's too bad that neither Billy and Mandy nor Codename Kids Next Door got a reboot revival on Max because of the HBO Max merger. Yeah, I'm more casual with Kids Next Door compared to Billy and Mandy, so not to undermine generally how good that show is, but I'm not as desperate for like seeing Galactic Kids Next Door be a thing compared to Billy and Mandy Destroy Us All, a cosmic horror musical of being a thing. But on the topic of Billy and Mandy, as some of you may know, recently Adult Swim has started their block of Cartoon Network nostalgia, checkered past, which includes Billy and Mandy, as well as Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, Ed, and Eddie. So we got a really good selection of some A-list CN classics. And I'm hoping that they would expand And Jason, I've been listening to your recap of what Checkered Past is like so far on your Twitter Spaces. And yeah, the suggestions of shows that you guys made that should be added to Checker Pass are definitely good ones, especially like the classic Powerpuff Girls. And to be honest, I think Johnny Bravo should also be on there too. Like, I know Cartoon Network is kind of scared to acknowledge what was once one of the popular cartoons these days, basically for the mere premise of this Elvis impersonator trying to hit on ladies. But it is one of the more adult-oriented Cartoon Network originals, like just for its very premise. So yeah, and I don't see why Adult Swim could add that to Checkered Past. Let's see. Okay, so Jason's saying that he won't be as active as he normally is, as he's currently dividing his attention between watching the stream and DVD that he's currently watching, which is Foghorn Leghorn Barnyard Big Mouth, as part of the Looney Tunes Superstars DVD series, which he's watching it because it was Foghorn Leghorn's birthday the other day on August 31st. That's really cool, Jason. Yeah, the Superstars DVD series for Looney Tunes. I know it's a mixed bag. Like the first two, with their focus on Bugs and Daffy, I know they had their controversies because of the whole widescreen crop it for cartoons that were released after 1953, which, to be honest, and one person's reason for it, I agree it is kind of stupid. But thankfully, starting with the Foghorn Leghorn release, they started to make it optional to have it be all of the cartoons be full frame or widescreen, until eventually they took off the widescreen option entirely. I think by the time of the Porky Pig and Friends DVD. I may be wrong, you could correct me on that. I remember borrowing that Foghorn Leghorn DVD from the library many years ago, and a decent selection, but I really wish that a Fractured Leghorn was on it. That's probably my favorite short with Foggy, aside from the Foghorn Leghorn from 1948. Just love Foghorn and his interactions with that black and white cat who isn't Sylvester, but this black and white cat who Robert McKimson used in some other shorts, like in the ones where he's paired with this talking bulldog. It's like in It's Hummer Time and Early to Bed. Well, thankfully, a Fractured Leghorn is available on Blu-ray as part of the Collector's Choice Blu-ray that was released last May. Absolutely love to have my hands on that. Oh yeah, and Jason's saying that he's glad that I like the Twitter space. Yeah, so far I listened to about the first 3 hours of it, and as expected, I generally enjoy listening to you and your guests and your nerdy discussing. So yes, as expected, it was an enjoyable stream. Okay, so random question. Since you guys often are able to, tell what cartoon is played in the background behind me, can any of you make any guesses as to which show or movie is playing behind me right now? Okay, so a question from Fran. Who's my favorite Golden Age Looney Tunes animator? They're all talented, but if I were to go by unit, I'll say for Chuck Jones's unit, I'll say Ken Harris is the best. And for the Clampett unit, Rob Scribner and Manny Gold. Yeah, I love his work. Like, and he worked for Robert McKimson too after Clampett left. And one of my favorite scenes I animated is the one in Foghorn Leghorn's second cartoon, Growing Pains. It was Foghorn, as usual, he keeps talking as Sylvester's trying to tell him something, and then finally he goes, "Ah, shut up." I absolutely love that scene. Growing Pains isn't terribly memorable, but that scene lives rent free in my head. I'll admit, when it comes to Looney Tunes animators, it's only in more recent years I've become more knowledgeable on, like, okay, how can I put it? Okay, so I'm able to tell which director is behind which Looney Tunes short. Like, I can tell if Chuck Jones directed the Bugs Bunny short, or Fritz Freeling, or Robert McKimson, or Robert Clampett. But I'll admit, when I was younger, I didn't really think too much at like who's animating it. Like, each of the directors have their own set of animators, and who each have their own styles. And I guess it was only the past few years or so, especially when I'm watching animator reels on YouTube or listen to podcasts like Cartoon Logic, hosted by Zach Komorowski and Bob Jakes, in which I become more knowledgeable on the inner makings of these classic cartoons and their beautiful cartoon animation, like beyond just knowing who the director of that overall short is. Like, knowing that Ken Harris is considered to be one of the masters, if not the master animator in Jones's unit, and Rob Scribner is the most beloved from Clampett's unit, and Art Davis, who also was a director for a while, he's considered to be one of the funniest animators for both Frank Talon's unit and First Freeland's unit. So yeah, that's pretty much my answer. That's kind of my answer to your question, friend. My favorite Looney Tunes Golden Age animator, I guess just say Ken Harrison and Rod Scribner and Manny Gold. Just to name those three.
You know what?
See, there's anything that I'm missing here. Oh, Sophie is here. Welcome. Or Sophia, I mean. And the art is looking pretty. Thank you. And yeah, just try to multitask with Vincent of this Eris drawn, and talking with you guys, and eating my soup.
Oh, you were testing out a thing that I made.
That's correct.
You see what?
Yep, that's not your idea.
Okay, so Jason is correct me. Yeah, I was right. The Porky Pig and Friends DVD for the Superstars DVD series was the first to only be full frame. None of that widescreen crap. And let's see. And the last installment to have the widescreen opposite was the Pepe Le Pew, The Best of the Best DVD, which has his entire filmography, including his cameo in the Sylvester and Tweety short, Dog Pounded. Yeah, and you know, the funniest thing is, I remember when I first heard that Pepe Le Pew DVD being announced, it was going to have the usual 15 that the other Superstars DVDs up to that point would have. And the funniest thing is, the amount of official Pepe Le Pew shorts, the ones that definitely feature him in his infamous romantic persona, they do amount to 15. But Warner Bros. Also decided to include that Sylvester and Tweety short in which he made a cameo in, and also the short that Arthur Davis directed called Odor of the Day, which a lot of people are debating if that really is Pepe Le Pew or if it's just some generic skunk that happens to look like him. But I remember hearing on Cartoon Logic, Zach Komorowski confirmed that, yeah, the skunk is Pepe. just Arthur Davis's own weird interpretation of it. During his short run as a director, I know Art Davis is kind of known for putting his own spins on these established characters. Like he did at least 2 shorts with Sylvester, and the most infamous one that I should bring up is called Catch as Cats Can, which had Sylvester be speaking and acting a bit dumber than usual, kind of like Heathcliff from the one-shot short he directed, Do Re Mi Ow, and also going back to the Collector's Choice Blu-ray, both of Arthur Davis's Sylvester shorts are available in high definition, so that's cool.
And then we get back to store costs before boss.
Oh, it's so exciting. What can we expect from the boss?
Oh, yeah, that's top secret.
You can tell me what.
It's gonna be big.
Like what? Like what? How big?
We're not talking about right now.
Do you not know?
But
Oh, you don't know. If you don't know, then why do you want to know?
I know.
There's a property. Fix so. Fix the K here.
If I had one. So, nice try.
I am programming you to tell me why you want to be boss.
I love robots, so this is fine.
Why do you want to be boss? Why do you want to be boss? Why do you want to be boss?
Jeez. Whoa.
Wow, that was funny. You almost died. I guess the lesson we learned today is don't ask me why I want to be boss.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see, in case anybody has figured that out yet. Okay, it seems like nobody has guessed what movie's playing in the background. That happens to be Storks, which I got on DVD the other day as a treat. I've been craving to rewatch it, and the scene I was laughing at just now is the scene where Tulip and Junior, they're flying in their little airplane, and okay, just auto saving. Yeah, and Tulip and Junior, they're having their banter. Tulip is kind of pestering Junior, trying to get him to answer, why do you want to be boss? Why do you want to be boss? And Junior just gets annoyed. He just yells, back off! And Tulip almost falls off the plane. And I just love Junior's reaction. He's like, oh my god, you almost died. I guess the lesson here is never ask me why I want to be boss. Oh my god, I love that bit of dark humor there. Yeah, Storks is definitely turned out to be a funnier movie upon rewatch. I absolutely love the chemistry between Andy Samberg and Katie Crown as the protagonists. In general, honestly, pair Katie Crown with any other good male comedian, and you're in for a great feast of chemistry. Like not just with her and Andy Samberg, but also with her and James Hartnett, a comedian who you may know is the voice of Ollie from Ollie's Pack. I absolutely love their podcast, The Abernathy Zone, which I highly recommend you check out, and also their Dana and Remy series on YouTube under the Katie and James channel.
You and I, Nazi, we are nothing but this. No, this is all your fault. This.
Oh yeah, plus we did see my Storks drawing. Yeah, having rewatched that film and gained a bigger appreciation for it, I just felt like doing that little color doodle saying, hey, I rewatched this movie and it's even funnier than I initially remember it being.
But that's not what I did.
Yo, Brendan Barney's here, welcome. And also Mean Productions is here, saying that they were at a pool party, so they have a limited time to chat with me. That's okay, you have fun at the party.
Now I'm surrounded by
Oh, let me see.
knock me unconscious. Perfect.
Heathcliff, Oh yeah, I do remember that he made a cameo in Looney Tunes back in action. I believe it was near the end. Uh, you know what? I almost thought that when you said Heathcliff, I almost thought you were talking about, the orange comic strip cat who isn't Garfield, but though you're talking about the cat who I mentioned from Do Re Mi Ao, which is I believe I mentioned before, but that's a really good short. That may be, if not my favorite, if it's not my favorite Arthur Davis short period, it's definitely my favorite of his one-shot characters. That episode could easily be, sorry, not episode, short. That short could be rewritten as a Ren and Stimpy episode without much differences, except for, Ren and Stimpy being a bit darker with its humor. And of course, Ren being a more blatant psychopath than Wooly the parrot.
Okay, stand aside.
Let's see if there's anything else that I missed here. Okay, so Jason's saying that since I brought up Checkered Past earlier in the stream, he wants to point out that Cartoon Network's Acme Night is now a part of Adult Swim too. Oh, okay. That's interesting to hear. So I guess that probably means with Acme Night, I have a basic idea of what is. It's basically them showing family-friendly movies and specials, both theatrical movies and direct-to-video movies. So I believe with it technically being a part of Adult Swim, they might be able to push the boundaries a bit and air more adult-oriented stuff. Well, only once they already have been airing more adult-oriented movies on Acme Night. I can't really remember. They might have aired some PG-13 DC Comics movies. I may be wrong. Yeah, cool for you to point that out, Jason. Let's see. Sophia's mentioned about Rigby spinning on his chair. Yes, I believe that's from the episode It's Time, where Mordecai is being a simp because Rigby is impressing Margaret with his humor and wit. Just as Mordecai was trying to ask Margaret out, but Rigby asked her out for the to go out to see the movie. So Mordecai tries to screw around with get rid of all the clocks that are in the house, so that Rigby might be late. And then he puts all the clocks in the microwave. And I assume a lot of you guys have seen that episode. It's one where Mordecai almost permanently killed Rigby as he puts him off the microwave, all because he was jealous. It took him a while to admit it, but Mordecai was able to admit that he was a little jealous. Another question here from Fran. Who do I prefer, Tabitha St. Germain or Kathleen Barr? I like the both of them. Each have their own memorable set of roles. Tabitha St. Germain, I know probably her most famous role is...
You can do one burger now?
No thanks.
Okay.
Probably her most famous role is Rarity from My Little Pony Friends Magic, but I don't really watch that show, so I don't think of her first when I think of Tabitha St. Germain. I think of Martha from Martha Speaks first. That is when I do happen to remember that show. I believe she's also the voice of Ethel from Ricky Sprocket's Soba's Boy, the cynical little sister of the main character. As for Kathleen Barr, I definitely have some memorable roles from her. She's Wheezy from Dragon Tales. sees Kevin and one of the Canker sisters, Marie, yeah, the blue-haired one from Ed, Ed and Eddie, and also Cat from Kid vs. Cat, as well as the annoying little sister Millie, and sees Johnny Test's mom too. Oh yes, he's also Dot from Reboot. So yeah, both really good Vancouver-based voice actresses. Oh yeah, speaking of Ed and Eddie, Tabitha St. Germain, I believe, was the original voice of Naz in season 1, I believe.
Obviously, I'm not gonna push it. Don't look at me like that.
Let's see. And SpongeBob is saying that he recently watched the episode of regular show Stick Hockey. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
We're not going to nature. Well, now it's too late. Let's go. All right, let's fly. What? I did.
Okay. Let's see. Mimi saying, you're probably gonna hate me for this, but I woke up in a new Bugatti. No, I don't hate you for it. I think that song is funny. But I have this habit of laughing at like Queen versions of rap songs, like when they play on the radio, the way they censor it. Like one of the funniest is Trinidad James' song "All Gold Everything." The Queen version of it is hilarious, especially with the chicken sound effect. Yeah, that's just a little taste of my sense of humor. Just laughing boisterously at Queen versions of rap songs.
No, don't be crazy. You cannot do the chicken. Come on, don't make me the people. Gather fun on the beach.
I heard that.
And buggers.
This thing.
People are gonna think we're crazy.
Let's see. Let's see what else I'm missing. Oh yeah, Talbot St. Germain is the voice of Shelp from Super Noobs. I've been seeing Super Noobs on Cartoon Network Canada. Wait. It's fine. I kind of enjoy the episode that shows, which I assume is the first episode that shows like the origins of how the four main characters got their Super Noobs suits. Okay, guys, just let me finish clean up Eris, and after I do so, then I'm gonna catch up with you guys because, as always, you have some really interesting comments for me to read and answer to. So probably for another live stream, I'll just do one that's slightly more casual in the sense that it's just me talking with you guys and focus more on catching up. Because I enjoy talking all these nerdy animation and entertainment stuff with you. So yeah, I'm soon done with Ink and Eris and General Kara. If you're still here, I hope you're liking what I'm doing so far.
Wait, is that a song? What song is that?
Well, sure. This one then. Tulip.
Okay.
Corner store. like a good place for resting tonight. I might need you what you're saying. I'm just sitting around like at a store.
I just realized that I added these lines to Eris's sort of wristbands, and they're not really necessary. I just drew these lines to indicate the sign here.
What do you think is creepy?
Okay.
For personal reasons. Anyways, look right there on the coast.
Just call it the baby. Why are you so afraid of babies?
Because this one single package can ruin everything I've worked towards my entire life.
Why would you?
Let's see.
Why do you want to involve a car store?
I don't know.
Okay, so just observing this here. Sorry, I got these stencils done with ink and Eris, so I might just do some little cleaning up, like erase these little parts that might not be necessary. Okay, let me say what I've done so far.
I thought you didn't know.
Okay, I'm gonna be catching up with some comments before I get to doing the rest on Eris, like calling her. See, just anything I missed. If I'd like to draw anything for your birthday, friend, that depends. I won't make a promises, but maybe. But once again, in case I don't do some, I just want to make sure you do have a great birthday on the 15th. Since you're definitely one of my most dedicated followers, and I absolutely love your extensive animation knowledge. And anything else that I'm missing? Brendan said that Bob Clamp happens to be his favorite director from Looney Tunes because there's some of his cartoon tropes. Yeah, I know. I love Bob Clamp too. Like, of course, me growing up with mostly with the post 1948 Looney Tunes shorts on TV, I never really watched enough of Clamp stuff until like since my preteen years, and yes, the older I get, the more I appreciate stuff like The Great Piggyback Robbery. And oh yeah, I've always been a fan of Porky and Wacky Land too, but even then I might have watched the color remake of it, Doe for the Dodo, just as much. Okay, let's see. If there's anything else that I'm missing here. Okay, so SpongeBob mentioned about Toontown Animation, which is an obscure Korean studio. Yeah, I'll admit, I'm not sure if I've heard of Toontown Animation Feature. Yeah. Okay, so Jason said that yeah, they have aired some more adult-oriented programming on Acme Night, including the Ocean's 11 and Seize the Man, back when it was still blocked on Cartoon Network. Okay, thanks for clarifying. And yes, SpongeBoy, I definitely know that Baby Blues was produced in Rough Draft Glendale for and Korea for half the season, and World vs. Animation did the rest. Well, they did the domestic pre-production and post-production for like 8 episodes, and Rough Draft did 5. And I'm pretty sure that the Rough Draft Studios episodes were ordered after like the Warner Brothers Animation episodes were like ordered, like those 8 episodes, and that's probably, I hear the change of Animation Studios was part of why they didn't really go forward with actually showing the second season of Baby Blues, which is mostly complete aside from some post-production stuff. Daniel's asking, where did I get my art style from? Well, it's kind of a complicated answer. Complicated because, there's so many influences, but I guess, based on what I drew here for this series of requests, I guess you could say that among them are Maxwell Adams and Geddy Tarkovsky and Joe Murray. Those are among the biggest influences in my art style, along with several others. So yeah, it's just admiring those cartoony styles. I'm watching those cartoons and adding my own spin to them. Okay, see you later, Alpha 3000. SpongeBoy said that he forgot to mention the outsourced studios for the WB Baby Blues episode. Oh, don't worry, I know what they are. Vargra Studio did 5 of them, and they're also the best animated in my opinion. And also Sunwoo did 3 of them, which are more fluid, more fluid than like the Rough Draft episodes, but also a slightly more, I don't know how I could describe it. The outlines may be a bit thicker, on top of being, it has like the thickness of the Rough Draft episodes and the smoothness of the Vargra Studio episodes. I don't know if that description of Sunwoo's episodes are like, if that description is valid, but that's best I could think of, honestly. Okay guys, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. And Smile with Comforts is here. Just drop it in. Thank you. Oh, so, let's see. SpongeBoy's mentioned that most of the Vargra Studios drawings have been destroyed because of a flood. Oh man, that sucks. it sucks to hear like studio tragedies like that, including like I know there was a fire at Aardman Studios many years ago that burned down like the original wall syndromic models, and there's also an act of arson to a Japanese animation studio a few years ago. Unfortunately, I can't remember the exact name of that anime studio, but yeah, a fire struck down one. So yeah, tragedies like those suck to hear. So yeah, I decided to just lower Eris's wristband here. Okay, I think I can move on to coloring her now. Okay, Kyoto Anime was the anime studio that caught on fire. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Yes. Oh, let's see. Jason's asking that the drawing that he requested during the other Cartoon Network studio stream last month will likely be cleaned up in a future stream, but it will be nice to have a separate copy. Maybe usually I like to have the requests be bundled together, and yeah, I'm still wondering, just kind of wondering if just in case if I have time, I will, after I do Eris here, I might do Samurai Jack as well, because as I mentioned, I realized upon looking back at the poll, I saw that he won by like 1% more over Eris, but if you like, I could just finish up like off screen, make finish up off screen along with the hedgehog doodle. Oops, I just realized I have the eraser on. So yeah, there we go. Oh, I just realized Dr. Jasmine is here. What's good? Oh, I'm doing good. Just doing this extra here. And hope you're good to enjoy this long weekend. let's see. Uh, Albot's accent. If I remember the Billy and Mandy episode where Grim was streaming and those blue Mandy quotes appear and keep asking him to obey or saying you must obey. Yes, I definitely remember that. Dream a Little Dream, the companion to Little Rock of Horrors. Not as great, but definitely a great like sort of Fantasia parody. And yes, Mandy's segment is probably no a Grimm's Dream. I mean, with Mandy in it, is probably the most memorable. To a point where the soundtrack for that was included in the video game for the show, as well as the season 1 DVD of it. Hang on, I feel like yep, there's a gap here. But regarding that music during Grimm's Nightmare, there's a possibility that even though so Dream a Little Dream comes from the last Grim and Evil episode that had Guy Moon doing the music for the Billy and Mandy segments before Gregory Hind and Drew Newman took over. But the thing is, the music for Mandy's Nightmare, I don't know, like for it to be included in the Billy and Mandy video game, which all the other tracks are of course from when Drew and Gregory became the composers. I feel like that's like one spot that they composed for, while everything else in that episode was Guy Moon. I'd like to ask Iser composer for more clarification on that. And I remember Twisted Dance doing a video several years ago asking like what happened to Billy and Mandy's theme song, because in the earlier medieval episodes it will have a specific title card theme before later on they change it to the one that will be used for like the remainder of the series, like when it became half hour. I know it's basically because Guy Moon have to leave. I think for contract reasons, and plus he wasn't really his music wasn't really to what Maxwell Adams wanted. But meanwhile, Drew and Gregory, who of course they were already the composers for Evil Con Carne, they bonded over the music of Wendy Carlos, who's the composer for The Shining. So Maxwell loved what they were doing on Evil, so he brought him over to Grimm, like from season 2 or season 3, like the 2003 era episodes of Grimm and Evil of Billy and Mandy, like onward to the show's end.
Are we not suspicious? I thought it was a gentrified neighborhood. Didn't expect to see you here, bro. Oh, yes, I did. Take the paper. Wait, no, not baby. Don't worry, she's gonna be fine.
Oh, Nicktoons logo is here. Sorry for being late. No, it's okay. Did a cleanup on Eris, like giving her outlines, and now I'm moving the car in. While talking some little nerdy stuff with the rest of my viewers. Oh, okay. So, Nicktoons' accent. If I remember that time, they put Yakko Warner as a balloon on top of the Warbuster's War Tower. Yes, I remember that. Rob Paulson told that story, and it's basically to promote Animaniacs. And I believe this was back when the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister had a slightly different design. Like their faces were rounder. They didn't have the tufts of fur around their head shape. So there was a balloon of that earlier design of Yakko to promote Animaniacs on top of that war tower. And then the executive of Warbuster is like, get Mickey Mouse off of our property. and from there, that's how the Warner siblings were redesigned before Animaniacs premiered. Just adds whiten on the apple.
Presenting the world's first round box miracle. Circle cat. Oh, baby.
How are we gonna get through the crowd?
Yeah. I'm full of trees. Hey, you guys aren't supposed to be back there.
I'm hungry.
No way, guys. StoreCon is huge. For stores to come from all. Sorry. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, if you enjoyed the stream so far, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more streams like this.
Put down that baby.
I realized that I did get a reference photo that has Eris's eyelids, but I remember that they are like a violet color, so I'll just get that. And like, and now I'm gonna be adding the whiten on her wristband. Okay, so now I'm gonna be coloring the outlines. Okay, just gonna change the smoothing so it'll go faster. oh, also the Wu is here. Welcome. And yes, thank you for the comment on my Eris drawing. And same to you too, Fran. And I know you guys have enjoyed my collab entry for Arsenal Wu's re-anime collab based on one of the most famous episodes of Billy and Mandy, if not the most famous one, Widow Rock of Horrors. Like, as I mentioned, like in the writing of that video, like all of the scenes are either completed already or they're assigned and their completion is still waiting. But well, you correct me if I'm wrong, also. But if there's any need for backups, and they could be contacted. Okay, so yes, I was correct. Austin Wu is looking to have the collab be done for October 27th of this year, like just in time for Halloween. And yes, you're welcome. And yes, maybe if I do have the time, I might be eligible to be like a backup animator in case somebody is opted out. We'll see. But I have to thank you for having me on. I have to thank you once again for having me on the Widow Rock of Horrors, the re-anime collab. Okay, so now cover the outlines to her whips. Yes, also say no problem in that they love my fan art. It's super nice that someone else loves Evil Concorde as much as they do. Yes, absolutely. I say the more Evil Concorde fans, the better. And I'll say, me becoming a fan of that show definitely helped increase help increase like my presence as a social media content creator, and also as like a cartoonist animator like in general, and also making some really good acquaintances with people like Kristen Frades and Twisted Dance, and of course you too, Asudo Blue, among several others. Oh, let's see. Jason's asking if I know of the story of, let's see, one of the Falcon White cartoons is that Jason watched was Weasel While You Work from 1958. And let's see. Yes, I am aware of the composer strike for the Warner Bros. Cartoons back in the late 50s. That's why there were, I forgot how many cartoons, there were probably 6 that had like stock music. So they use stock music instead of like original compositions, and some of those stock music tracks are even heard in SpongeBob. Like I was able to pick up the ones that I heard in A Bird in a Bonnet, the Sylvester and Tweety cartoon that had John Seaway's music editing in it. And also another example of those type of cartoons is Pre-Hysterical Hair, which is considered to be one of the worst Bugs Bunny shorts. It's basically the one where Bugs finds his old film reel and sees like caveman ancestors of himself and Elmer Fudd. Oh, by the way, Elmer is not voiced by Arthur Q. Bryan. I believe he was still, Arthur Q. Bryan was still alive when that cartoon was made, but for whatever reason, he didn't voice him. It was, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Dave Barry who voiced Elmer in Pre-Hysterical Hair. Dave Barry, of course, being a voice actor who is known for his Humphrey Bogart impression in the cartoons. You know, when he came up to Bugs in 8-Ball Bunny saying, "Say, pardon me, but can you help out a fellow American who's down on his luck?" And also appeared in Slick Hair as well. Okay, so Storks is facing up. I just want to mention one thing that I totally forgot about Storks until I rewatched the movie, got the DVD and all. That Phil Ward and Chris Miller are two of the executive producers on it. Yeah, like so. Arguably, this movie is as much of a black sheep in their animated film producing filmography than like Quiet with a Chance of Meatballs, because you know when it comes to the anime movies that Ward and Miller produce, most people are focused on the Lego movies and the Into the Spider-Verse movies, and sometimes Quiet with a Chance of Meatballs is just forgotten about. Even though I personally think it's probably the best of the movies that they directed, though it now has competition with Across the Spider-Verse as far as the quality of not just Ward and Miller's producing work, but also like Sony Pictures Animation in general. But yeah, I totally forgot that Storks was produced by Ward and Miller. Like I most remember for quality and Lego and Spider-Verse and Mitchell's vs. the Machines, and also Most America, the Motion Picture, which I haven't seen that yet, but I hear that it's not good. Let's see. Okay, just some more comments to catch up with. I'm essentially done with Eris, only once there's another detail that I'm missing. So yeah, just gotta catch up with some more comments. Let's see here. Also, the Woo is saying, I owe a lot to Evil Concorde. I made a fan character of it, and it's one of my favorite creations, to be honest. Hector / I Wander actually told me to watch it, and I'm glad he did. Yeah, I Wonder / Hector is another good evil Carcardier Billion Mandy acquaintance that I made in the fandom. Oh yes, and the Disney strike from 1941. I know that's a pretty infamous one if you know your Disney history and the way Walt handled it himself. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely is kind of something that to be honest I don't have too much knowledge on to the point where I could go on about the history of the strike, but yeah, I'm definitely aware of what happened. I'm definitely aware of a basic idea of what happened here. Oh, and Skullwalker 98 is here and say that drawing looks really good. Thank you. And let's see. Alba 3000's accent, do I prefer Terror Storm voice in Ben or Omni? Well, I'm more of a Silent Showdown fan than Ben 10, so I guess I'll go with Omni. Omni, even though like the voice that Terror give him is basically Tilly Turner doing an Asian accent, which in today's climate may not be that acceptable. And maybe if they were to do some sort of revival of Silent Showdown, they might have the casting be more authentic. But regardless of what I have seen of Silent Showdown, it's good, and Terra did good as Omni. Of course, my favorite of the main four is Kimiko, voiced by Gray the Wild. Both Gray and Terra are half a century old. I can't believe it. Let's see. And yes, Sports Boy is remind us that the strike at Disney was what led for studios like UPA and Hanna-Barbera and Bilbo Endes Productions and the Patty Freeling Enterprises, etc. Basically, all those mid-century stylized studios. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, like people like John Hubley and Art Babbitt, they left Disney, and yes, they pretty much helped with UPA. So without UPA, we might not have Hanna-Barbera, and I remember reading on Fred Cybert's blog a quote saying that, as a jazz man once said, without Hanna-Barbera, there wouldn't be any animation. And the way I decipher that quote is basically, if all animation is just as fluidly animated as, say, a Disney cartoon from the 40s or a Warner Bros. Cartoon from the 40s, then I don't know, there might be a possibility that the whole industry may become defunct. But with the cost-cutting measures done by UPA and Hanna-Barbera, having great draftsmanship and designs while not having the most fluid animation, it helped us save with money, and eventually we will get a renaissance of quality animation that we will see in the 80s and all. Not that there wasn't a beautiful animation during the darker age of animation too, during the 60s and 70s, when Disney had all their sketchy looking animated films with the Xerox process. Those have a charm to them as well. Let's see. Fran's accent. I wonder what Gargamel's orchestral tune was. Maybe it was some traditional music. Yeah, I forgot the name of it too, because I remember watching a Felix the Cat cartoon. I watched a Felix the Cat cartoon on my DVD collection, and the title card music, I think it's called, the title of the cartoon is called 40 Wings? Or, no, it might be 40 Wings, or it could be Arabian Antics. And yeah, I did hear Gargamel's theme. Da 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 da. Yeah, and that's why I realized, oh yeah, that's a classical music tune, but I can't picture what the name of it is. Okay guys, as I mentioned, I'm essentially done with Eris here. And just to remind you of the other doodles I did, I drew a hedgehog for Jason, and I also did Samurai Jack, who I mentioned I technically won over Eris by So I was wondering like if you guys would like me to do Jack for a separate stream, or like just fizz him and Hedgehog like off screen and just have this whole batch of doodles done with and shared with you guys. You guys could let me know, help me out with that decision. Okay, favorite Dexter's Lab episodes. Well, you say episodes, so that's good, so I can mention more than one, because honestly, the pilot episode is really good. It's one of the best. It's up there like with the Ren and Stimpy pilot and the Billy and Mandy pilot, among some others. It being like excellent in how they establish the core of what the remainder of the show would be. I also love, of course, the Big Cheese, aka the Omelette de Fromage episode, and I can't forget about the Muffin King with Dexter's dad craving Dexter's mom's muffins. And of course, by muffins I mean like the ones that you bake. Oh, let's see. Daniel, welcome. Fun fact: in the Billy and Mandy game, the apple of discourse shapeshifts to a fist, a skunk, and a few other animals for Eris' basic attack. Cool. It kind of reminds me of the Evil Concarne episode, Devolver. You know, the one where Gasly accidentally turns Scar into a gorilla, and then later on he turns into other things, including a skunk and a weasel, aka I Am Weasel, and worst of all, a lawyer. Oh, and also a shrimp that Boskov accidentally, well, wasn't really an accident, he kind of deliberately ate the damn squid. Not squid, shrimp, damn it. Okay, see if there's anything else that I missed here. And yes, Jason's thanking me for the explanation that he didn't know that Carl Starling / Milt Franklin were on strike during that period. And yes, most of his historical knowledge on Looney Tunes is from Kaiser Beam's videos on it. Yeah, those are definitely good videos. And also, I recommend, if you haven't, you should listen to the Hick Critics series of videos where he reviews all 1,000 and something Looney Tunes shorts in chronological order. Okay, let's see. If there's anything, if I expect from your cartoon, what could it be? Some simple things. One, have some really good humor, and by good humor, of course, humor is subjective, but I'll say some of my favorite type of humor is, you know, like fourth wall breaking humor, and also like, it's kind of like some, just funny interactions and line deliveries between the characters. Like have two different characters of different personalities kind of interact. So yeah, and also some good animes as well. So also like good humor and good stories and good characters and good animation are some basic components to expect. Let's see. And SpongeBob is expecting some very fluid animation from Fran, and James Baxter is one example. Yes, I love whenever James Baxter just sneaks up with some more beautiful than it needs to be animation, whether it be in the top sequence of Gravity Falls or also the sequence in Steven Universe is it Change My Mind or Change My Heart? Whatever, like the finale to like the main Steven Universe series before Steven Universe Future. And also James Baxter the horse from Adventure Time, you can't forget about him. Oh my god, another newcomer, the DMB network, welcome. Hope you, you kind of missed much of the stream because I'm gonna be fizzing up here, and I see that people want me to do Samurai Jack as a separate stream. Okay, I'll see if I could do that as soon as I can. And you know what? If I have time, after I do Jack in that other stream, I will finish Jason's request for Hedgehog here. You know, just to be a bit fair. I'll probably put Jack back up. Oh, change your mind. Okay, thank you, Jason. Okay, let's see if I'm missing here. Okay, so I think Fran is gonna be off now. Yes, you take care. You take care of yourself, Fran. Have a nice rest of your week, long weekend if you celebrate Labor Day there. Okay, so take care. Hey, you know what? I feel like I myself should be wrapping things up too. Oh, okay, so SpongeBoy isn't leaving yet. Just say goodbye to Fran. Okay, well, I was just saying that I'm gonna be wrapping things up by myself since you guys think that, yeah, I should probably draw Jack, finish up Jack for another stream. And definitely sounds like a good idea. So, yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in with me, watching me draw, and conversate with you guys. And once again, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure you hit that like button and to subscribe. It will help out the algorithm, and you know, also so you won't miss out on streams like this. So to those who celebrate Labor Day or have a long weekend, I hope you have a nice, fun, and safe one. And I'm likely to do the same myself. Okay, yes, see you next time, Jazzman and Daniel. Okay, yes, you have a great rest of your night too, Jason. And also though, it was nice having all of you guys here. So yes, see you too, SpongeBoy and Fran and everybody else. So, take care. Oh yeah, and goodbye to you too, Alvar 3000. And you too, Steven.